Welcome to this latest demo. Today we're going to look at automation and remediation with the Avacee platform. Before I start, quick recap. The Avacee Systems Intelligence platform is a massively scalable, born-in-the-cloud way of managing, automating, remediating, fixing, and supporting devices anywhere, whether they're physical, virtual, at home, in the cloud, wherever you like. So I've got 4 quick demos today. They're going to show you different types of incident that you could respond to and how you could automate those responses. So let's begin by looking at some of the alerts that have been generated. And we can see here that this particular alert for this particular device has been firing a lot recently. Let's go take a look and see what's going on with this device. As you can see, CPU is very busy over here. That's pretty odd. In fact, wow, CPU queue length got very high. It's come down a bit now, but clearly this is still a very busy machine. This is actually a session host, formerly known as a terminal server. It's very busy. And as you can see, the user input response has been pretty slow as well. Let's go and see what's running on this device right now. As you can see, there are some users logged on here, and the top CPU, all 3 of them are Internet Explorer being run by 3 different users. What I could do at this point, I could get in touch with those users and say, hey, your experience sucks, but given that it's after 5 o'clock, they've probably gone home and left that running. I'm just going to kill those processes and give it a few seconds, and this box should return to good performance. And there it is. All 3 of those processes have disappeared, and in a few minutes CPU will begin to return to normal. You'll see this chart come back down. Okay, so let's look at the bad application now, and I've got an alert here in my email. It's been sent by Avacee, which says the bad application CPU alert over 20% has gone off on this particular device. So let's go and look and see what's been going on here. If I look in my alerts view, you can see the bad app CPU over 20%, as it says, has been going off pretty regularly, every minute actually. So let's dive over to that device and have a look and see what's going on. It's the same one we had problems with earlier. We fixed those, but now it's back up again. So let's have a look and see what's running. Now, you can see we've got 2 instances of bad vendor, bad app.exe here, both of which are consuming pretty much 1 core of the CPU. I could just kill them, but that's kind of a manual process. I really want to automate this process. So say, for example, this was an application which just occasionally, once or twice a week, goes rogue, and that application just needs restarting. I've created a custom action here called restart bad app, and all it does is it goes and kills the process with that image name, and then you can restart it as well. I'm not choosing to do that here. If I got rid of that comment, you can see it would actually restart the application. I don't want to do that manually. I want to automate that. So let me go and find that alert. And here's what the alert is. Here's how it gets triggered. First of all, it's got to be on the Windows platform. It wants 2 hits in 180 seconds, that's 3 minutes. And then in a particular data index, it's looking for an application called bad app. And if the CPU load is over 20%, then it's going to fire this alert. And right now, all it does is send me an email. What I want to do is run that restart bad app custom action automatically every time this situation occurs. So if I update that now, that's what will happen. And so we head back to our device. You'll see that the bad applications are still running, still generating a CPU over 20% because they are a 4-core machine. If an application dominates 1 core, it'll do that. And there it is. You saw the refresh, and both bad applications have been killed. It could have been restarted, and hopefully they'll behave themselves until next time that alert fires. I want to show you one more example of how you can respond to device events from anywhere. In this case, it's a server, and it's throwing a Windows event log 1001 error, which is sort of a generic ID that gets used for application errors. And you can see it's actually something to do with Defender. It's not very happy. So again, let's first of all, how would I create an alert for that event? I've got an alert here called Win App Event Log Errors, and you can see that if it fires once in 60 seconds, we're looking at the Win event log source. Anything that matches error And we might change this to be event ID 1001, so we only get those particular events. We'll update and save that. And what do I want to do when this event goes off? Well, I may know from experience when this happens, the easiest thing to do is just to reboot that device. So let's pick our restart Windows device as my custom script. I update that. Next time that event fires, that device will automatically be rebooted. If I only wanted it to happen on one particular device, then I can go and pick device name, and I can pick that server. Now that'll only happen on that device. So one final thing to show you. This email just arrived entitled User Account Lockout. As you can see, it's an alert that's been sent to us related to this device. It's the main controller. So if we go and look and see what that alert actually is, here's how it's defined. Windows platform, anytime it hits within a 1 minute window, we're looking in the Windows or the Win Event Log Index. That is a collection of the event log entries from all devices in this tenant connected to the Avacee service. And we're looking for event ID 4740. That is the particular ID that it collects. And right now it just sends me an email. Of course, we could take any custom action based on that. And if we go and look in the Windows Event Log report, you can see that there is that 4740 from that device and for this particular user. In fact, we can look to see what other Windows Event Log entries we have for that user just by filtering on them. ARLIN. You can see that there's some logons here, some user profile events, other things we've gathered, but the big one is this account lockout, where they've managed to use the wrong password too many times and they've locked themselves out. So from that, you get an email alert, you can send an alert to any third-party management system, you could take automated action to respond and fix that, gather event logs, whatever it is you want to do to get your users back to work as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.